Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. This video is all about my favorite Wet n Wild cosmetics products. I feel like Wet n Wild is one of those brands that is just really killing it at the moment. Their items are so affordable and they just have a large selection. And I have a lot of amazing things to share with you guys today, so I'm really excited. If you guys are new to my channel, please do subscribe down below. It means the world to me. And if you guys are not following me on social media, I will have the accounts names right here so you guys can go and check me out, as well as down below everything will be listed from the products that I mentioned, social media accounts, pretty much the whole shebang is always in my info bar. So I'm gonna stop talking now. We're just gonna get into the video. Okay, so starting off with a primer, Wet n Wild has one of my all-time favorite primers at the moment. If you guys watch my videos, you probably already know what it is. It is the Wet n Wild Photofocus Face Primer. Guys, this primer is so amazing. It's really good for my oily skin, but I feel like if you have dry skin, this would still work for you because it's moisturizing, but it still has a silicone feel to it almost, and I love this. I think it's great. What's also great about Wet n Wild that I did want to mention is they are cruelty-free, so if you guys are into cruelty-free makeup, you will really like this. I'm pretty sure everything is cruelty-free. I'm looking at all of the packaging and I don't see anything that says it's not. Everything does have the little bunny on it. Do you guys see this little bunny down here? It says cruelty-free. So pretty much if you see that, that does mean it's cruelty-free, and most of these items do have that. Next is foundation, and Wet n Wild has my all-time favorite foundation at the moment. As you guys know, it is the Photofocus Foundation, and I have two different shades because I feel like I fall in between the middle of these two. So I have bronze beige and golden beige. I like to describe it as a satin on my skin because I'm very oily, so I find it is a satin. It's actually what I'm wearing today. But if you have dry skin, it might be a little bit more on the matte side for you. I would describe it as more of like a medium coverage foundation, but it is buildable, so you can kind of build it up to be a little bit more full coverage. I find that the longevity of this foundation is also really good. I find that it lasts a really long time and it looks really good in photography. Okay, and then I have one concealer I want to mention. Now I know a lot of people here on YouTube do not like this concealer, and I can understand what they're saying. It's the Wet n Wild Concealer Corrector. It's also from the Photofocus line. I have the shade Light Ivory, which is really light for me, and I actually do not like using this as an under eye concealer. I do find that it is a little bit more on the cakey side. I do find that it creases a little bit, which I do not like. But what I love to use this for, guys, is an eye primer. So I like to just kind of put a little bit of this on my eyes and then set it with a powder, and I find that it makes for a really great eye primer, and it's very affordable, so you're not breaking the bank. And if you are looking for something for that, I would recommend this. A lot of people like to use their concealer that they're using. I know it's easier, it's more convenient, but in my opinion, I'd rather not use that concealer because I want it to last longer, you know, obviously for my under eyes. So if you could just have something dedicated to the eyes, I think this is a great product. You obviously do have to set it and you don't need a lot, but I do think that it makes a really nice eye primer. It's what I use today. I think it's great. So now moving on to eyeshadows, I've heard that Wet n Wild eyeshadows are supposedly the best of the best, and unfortunately I've only tried one of their eyeshadow palettes, which is their Comfort Zone palette. Beautiful, it blends really nicely, they're super pigmented and creamy. The only problem that I do have with this palette itself is that it doesn't really have a matte shade, so you do have to kind of bring in some other shades. But what's really cool, and I actually depotted this one shade because I love it so much, there's actually a dupe in the palette for Max Blue Brown pigment, which is a really popular color. It's really cool. It kind of has like a shift in it, and I will swatch a lot of these for you guys to show you. So here are just a couple of the swatches, but they are really pretty, especially this blue brown color right here. I'm trying to see where I swatched it. I don't know if you could see my finger, but that's kind of what it looks like. It's really beautiful. It's very unique. Okay, I also have an eyeliner to share with you guys. This is more, I think this is definitely newer from them, I believe. It's their Mega Slim Skinny Tip Eyeliner. It's actually more of like a marker I describe. I'm going to show you guys like how pigmented this is. It's seriously so pigmented. Really black. I think it's great for beginners and it's super affordable. And moving on, I have a couple of face products that I do want to share. The first one is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette in the shade Caramel Toffee. Now unfortunately I don't like both of the products that are in this palette. I only really like the yellow banana shade. Only really use this yellow banana shade over here just to kind of brighten up my under eyes. I find that this brown shade, this contour shade, is a little bit too dark, but if you had darker skin it would probably work really nice. They're super creamy, they blend out really easily. They're super soft to the touch too. They kind of just like blend away into nothing. Really nice for the under eyes, like I said, to just kind of brighten them up. I also wanted to mention the Wet n Wild Color Icon blushes. I have the shade Mellow Wine, and I love this color. It's probably one of my ultimate favorite drugstore blushes. They blend out really nicely. They have the perfect amount of pigmentation. They're not too pigmented, but they're also not too like light either. And the shade is just perfect for like everyone in my opinion. and again, really affordable. And then I have 2 highlighters to share with you guys. You probably already know what they are if you watch my videos, like I said, but these are probably some of my ultimate favorite highlighters ever. So the first one is their Mega Glow highlighting powder in the shade, I think this is called Precious Petals if I'm not mistaken. I took the sticker off. It has a really pretty flower embossing, so just really pretty packaging and stuff. It's a really pretty like peachy champagne color. Really, really pretty. I love this. I feel like it's super easy to apply. It doesn't emphasize your texture too much, and I really like that one. I feel like the shade's really unique because it has that peachy tone in it. And then my other favorite one, if you want like a really pop-in blinding highlight, this is the Wet n Wild Center Stage collection. Although I know that they have renamed it and they have made it permanent. Mine is just from the Fergie collection, but I believe now it's called Bruzy Brunch. And this, guys, everyone needs in their life. First off, I have to say, the only thing I dislike is the packaging. I find that it's a little bit big and bulky. That being said, though, you do get a lot of product, and at first glance, it has like a cheetah-esque look to it with some pink in there, and you're probably like, what? That's so weird, but it's beautiful, guys. It's super soft and creamy, and it just is so pretty. So it's this one right here, and it's just a really pretty, like, light golden color, and it just looks good on everyone. Again, it's really, really blinding. It's definitely one of those wet looking highlights, so if that's what you're looking for, this is definitely that. Moving on to lip products, I have one lip liner to share. It is their gel lip liner in Bear to Comment, and I was surprised at how much I liked this, guys. It's really creamy. It's super easy to work with. It is so creamy. You could definitely fill in your entire lip with it. It's not like stiff or anything. And the shade is perfect for every day. Now, I'm obviously gonna have to mention these. These are so good, guys. These are the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit Liquid Lipsticks. And if you're looking for an affordable liquid lipstick, look no further. These are them. These are so pretty. They have a really nice selection of shades. These in particular happen to be my 3 favorites. So my favorite one is definitely Rebel Rose. It's just a really pretty everyday, kind of like a purpley toned nude pink, if that makes any sense, but it's just really pretty. And then I also love Video Vixen if I want like a really dark vampy red lip. And then my other favorite one is in the shade Give Me Mocha, which is definitely like that Kylie Jenner-esque type of lip color. But what's really great about these is that they are very comfortable on the lips, they don't feel heavy, and they also don't dry out your lips too much. So I think they're great and they last a very long time. Like you can eat or drink and they will last. I think that they're really good, especially for the price tag. Alright guys, and then last but not least, I wanted to mention 3 of their brushes that I love. So don't mind how dirty they are because I use them all the time. But this first one is their, I think it's just their blending or crease brush. It's a fluffy, great brush for blending out your crease area. It's super soft, and these are like $1, guys. They're so nice. I love the white packaging, and it also has a little grip for your finger, which is really cute, so I love this one. I also love the eyeliner one. I love this for my eyebrows, actually. It's really good if you're applying like pomade or eyeshadow like I like to do. And then last but not least, I don't even know what this one's called. I think it's just their like buffing or face brush, but it's just like a flat top, almost like a kabuki, I guess you would say, but smaller. And mine's super dirty, again, don't mind that, but it's super densely packed, and I feel like if you want like a really full coverage foundation, this is really good. It's really just gonna apply the product very nicely. It gives a really pretty airbrush look. So that completes my favorites from Wet n Wild, guys. I hope this video was helpful and maybe you found some products that you haven't tried out and you want to go and buy them now, I'm sure. Let me know what other brands you'd like to see me do this for. We'll see you guys in my next video.